In recent years, the world has witnessed a resurgence of great power competition, characterized by escalating tensions and rivalries among leading nations. As countries expand and modernize their nuclear arsenals, concerns about global security and stability are more pressing than ever. China's swift buildup of nuclear missiles threatens U.S. allies in the Western Pacific. Russia, embroiled in its invasion of Ukraine, frequently issues nuclear threats against the United States and its transatlantic allies. Meanwhile, Iran, a latent nuclear power, wages a shadow war against Israel, a U.S. partner in a volatile region. And North Korea continues to defy international norms with missile tests capable of striking the U.S. and its allies. The United States faces a unique challenge as, for the first time in history, it contends with two nuclear peer adversaries. The 2023 Bipartisan Congressional Commission on the Strategic Posture of the United States highlighted this unprecedented threat from China and Russia, both of whom seek to alter the international status quo by force if necessary. In this evolving geopolitical landscape, the importance of nuclear deterrence and maintaining a robust and reliable nuclear triad has never been more critical. But what exactly is nuclear deterrence? And what is a nuclear triad? Nuclear deterrence relies on the threat of significant retaliation to prevent adversaries from launching a nuclear attack. Since the mid-20th century, this strategy has played a crucial role in ensuring that nuclear weapons are never used in conflict. A key component of the strategy is the nuclear triad, which consists of three types of nuclear weapon delivery systems: land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles for the land leg, submarine-launched ballistic missiles for the sea leg, and strategic bombers for the air leg. Each leg of the triad provides unique capabilities and strengths, ensuring that the United States can maintain a credible and effective nuclear deterrent under any circumstances. This three-pronged approach makes it nearly impossible for an enemy to destroy all the U.S.'s nuclear capabilities in a single strike, preserving a credible deterrent and discouraging potential rivals from launching a nuclear assault. The concept of the nuclear triad was developed during the Cold War, a period of intense rivalry and tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. In the early days of the nuclear age, the U.S. relied heavily on strategic bombers to deliver nuclear weapons. However, as missile technology advanced, it became clear that a more robust and survivable system was needed to ensure effective deterrence. In the 1960s, the U.S. began deploying ICBMs and SLBMs in addition to its strategic bombers. The Minuteman ICBM program, which introduced solid-fuel missiles stored in underground silos, marked a significant advancement in the reliability and readiness of land-based nuclear forces. At the same time, the development of nuclear-powered submarines equipped with ballistic missiles provided a stealthy and survivable second strike capability. Throughout the Cold War, the nuclear triad played a crucial role in maintaining a balance of power between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. The assurance that any nuclear attack would be met with a devastating retaliatory strike helped prevent direct military conflict between the two superpowers. This strategy of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, effectively deterred the use of nuclear weapons and helped maintain global stability. Today, the nuclear triad continues to be a vital component of U.S. national security. As other nations enhance their nuclear capabilities, the U.S. is modernizing its triad to ensure it remains a credible deterrent and a cornerstone of strategic stability. Just a quick moment before we unveil the rest. If you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. Stay up to date and never miss out on the latest insights. So let's take an in-depth look at the three legs of the U.S. triad, beginning with the land leg. Land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, commonly known as ICBMs, are long-range missiles designed to deliver nuclear warheads over vast distances. These missiles provide a quick response capability to ensure that the country can retaliate swiftly in the event of a nuclear attack. ICBMs are stored in reinforced underground silos and are kept in a state of high readiness at all times. They operate through a series of highly coordinated stages. Upon receiving a launch order, the missile begins its boost phase, where it is powered by rocket engines to leave the Earth's atmosphere. Once in space, the missile enters the mid-course phase, traveling along a predetermined ballistic trajectory. In the final phase, known as re-entry, the missile's warheads separate from the main body and re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, guided by an inertial navigation system to their targets. Modern ICBMs often carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs, allowing a single missile to deliver several warheads to different targets. One of the primary advantages of land-based ICBMs is their readiness and rapid response capability. These missiles can be launched within minutes of receiving a command, providing a swift and assured retaliatory option. Their widespread distribution across multiple hardened silos complicates any adversary's efforts to target and destroy them all in a single strike, thus maintaining a credible deterrent. However, there are also disadvantages. The fixed locations of ICBM silos make them vulnerable to detection and targeting. In a large-scale attack, the president may be faced with the difficult decision of launching these missiles quickly or risking their destruction. This use them or lose them dilemma adds pressure in a crisis situation. The United States ICBM force is distributed across 3 main missile wings located in rural areas to ensure their security and to complicate targeting by potential adversaries. These bases are the 90th Missile Wing at F.E. Warren Air Force Base, which spans parts of Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming, the 91st Missile Wing at Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota, and the 341st Missile Wing at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana. Each of these wings manages multiple squadrons, with each squadron responsible for 50 Minuteman III silos, ensuring that the missile force is spread out and difficult to target simultaneously. The current backbone of the U.S. land-based ICBM force is the Minuteman III missile. The current arsenal consists of 400 deployed missiles. Additionally, there are 50 silos kept in warm status, which can be activated if necessary, making a total of 450 silos available. First deployed in the 1970s, the Minuteman III has undergone numerous upgrades to maintain its effectiveness. Each missile is approximately 60 feet tall and carries a single warhead due to arms control agreements. The warheads can be either the 335 kiloton W-87 or the 300 kiloton W-78, both of which are significantly more powerful than the bombs dropped on Japan in World War II. These missiles can reach ranges up to 8,000 miles and have a high degree of accuracy, with a CEP of around 120 meters. Despite the theoretical maximum range, tests have generally been conducted at distances exceeding 6,000 miles, but not necessarily the full 8,000 miles. The Minuteman III missiles can be launched and strike targets within 30 minutes of a launch command, maintaining a rapid response capability essential for national defense. Despite their continued effectiveness, it is important to note that the Minuteman family of ICBMs dates back to the 1950s, with development on the Minuteman III beginning in 1966. When these missiles entered service in 1970, they were intended to last just 10 years. Yet, through repeated service life extensions, they have remained operational for over half a century. Now, the era of the Minuteman III is drawing to a close. The head of U.S. Strategic Command has emphasized that extending their service life is no longer cost-effective. To address the aging missile inventory and ensure the continued effectiveness of the ICBM force, the United States has embarked on the Ground-Based Strategic Deterrent, or GBSD, program. The new missile developed under this program is designated the LGM-35A Sentinel. Northrop Grumman is spearheading its development. In September 2020, the company was awarded a sole-source contract worth $13.3 billion. This significant contract tasks Northrop Grumman with creating the next generation of intercontinental ballistic missiles. These new ICBMs will incorporate advanced technologies aimed at enhancing accuracy, reliability, and survivability. These features include upgraded guidance systems, enhanced propulsion technology, and advanced countermeasures to evade missile defenses. In March 2019, the W-87 Mod 1, or W-87-1 thermonuclear warhead was selected for the program, replacing the W-78 warhead currently used on the Minuteman III. Initially, the Sentinel will be equipped with W-87-0 warheads, with W-87-1 warheads being fitted from 2030 onward. This provides the Air Force with flexibility if there are any delays in the W-87-1's development. Lockheed Martin was awarded nearly $1 billion to continue developing the Mk-21A re-entry vehicle, which will carry the W-87 warheads. The Mk-21A is designed to deliver the warheads with high precision and survivability. The Sentinel ICBM is being designed with a modular, open system architecture, allowing for rapid and cost-effective upgrades and modifications over the years. This design ensures that the missile can adapt to evolving technological and strategic requirements. Like the Minuteman III, the Sentinel is rated to carry up to 3 475 kiloton warheads. However, this capacity can also be used to deploy a variety of forthcoming payloads or advanced countermeasures to reduce the chances of interception. Robust protections against digital threats and tampering will be integrated into the missile's design, ensuring secure and reliable operation in all scenarios. The second crucial leg of the triad is the strategic bombers. These long-range aircraft are designed to deliver both nuclear and conventional weapons. They form a vital part of the United States nuclear triad, offering flexibility and precision in deploying nuclear payloads. One of the primary advantages of these bombers is their flexibility. They can be launched on short notice and, unlike missiles, can be recalled after takeoff if the situation changes. This provides a unique element of control and adaptability in a nuclear crisis. However, bombers have their disadvantages. Their response time is longer compared to ICBMs and SLBMs, as they need to be fueled, armed, and launched. Furthermore, if not already airborne or on high alert, they are vulnerable to surprise attacks, especially at their home bases. The U.S. Air Force currently operates a fleet of 66 strategic bombers, including 46 B-52 Stratofortress and 20 B-2 Spirit. These bombers are organized into 9 bomb squadrons and 5 bomb wings, and are stationed primarily at 3 bases: Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota, Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana, and Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. This distribution ensures that the bomber fleet can be deployed rapidly and efficiently in times of crisis. In addition to their U.S. bases, U.S. bombers are periodically deployed to overseas locations such as RAF Fairford in the United Kingdom, Anderson Air Force Base in Guam, and Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. These deployments help maintain a global presence and enhance deterrence capabilities by operating alongside allies and partners. The B-52 Stratofortress is a long-range heavy bomber capable of carrying a wide variety of weapons, including nuclear and conventional bombs and cruise missiles. The bomber can fly at high subsonic speeds and reach altitudes of up to 50,000 feet. It has an impressive range of up to 9,000 miles without refueling, making it a versatile platform for long-range missions. While it does not carry gravity nuclear bombs as part of its current nuclear armament, it still retains nuclear capabilities primarily through the use of air-launched cruise missiles, or ALCMs for short. The B-2 Spirit, a stealth bomber, can carry up to 16 nuclear bombs and is designed to penetrate sophisticated enemy air defenses. Its radar-evading design allows it to operate undetected by enemy radar, increasing its survivability in high-threat areas. It can carry a variety of munitions, including both nuclear and conventional weapons, making it highly versatile. It's capable of flying at altitudes up to 50,000 feet and has a range of approximately 6,000 nautical miles without refueling, which can be extended through aerial refueling. Speaking about the nuclear warheads, the bombers are capable of carrying a variety of them. Specifically, both the B-52 and the B-2 can carry the AGM-86B air-launched cruise missile. This missile has a range of over 1,500 miles and is equipped with the W-80 warhead, which can deliver a nuclear payload with a variable yield of between 5 and 150 kilotons. To put this in perspective, the maximum yield of the AGM-86B is up to 10 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. In addition to the AGM-86B, the B-2 can carry the B-61 and B-83 nuclear bombs, providing a range of yield options for different strategic scenarios. The B-61 is one of the most versatile nuclear bombs in the U.S. arsenal. It has been in service since the 1960s and has undergone multiple modifications to improve its capabilities and extend its lifespan. The B-61's yield is variable, ranging from 0.3 to 340 kilotons depending on the version. This variability allows for flexible use in different mission scenarios, making it suitable for both tactical and strategic roles. On the other hand, the B-83 is a high-yield strategic nuclear bomb designed to penetrate hardened targets. It has been in service since the 1980s and is currently the most powerful nuclear bomb in the U.S. arsenal. The B-83 bomb has a variable yield, with a maximum of 1.2 megatons, about 80 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. This high yield makes it suitable for destroying deeply buried or hardened targets. The U.S. is actively working to modernize both its bomber fleet and the nuclear bombs they carry. First, the U.S. Air Force is upgrading its existing bombers. The B-52 Stratofortress is undergoing significant modernization efforts. One of the most notable upgrades is the Commercial Engine Replacement Program, or CERP. which will see the replacement of the aging TF-33 engines with new Rolls-Royce F-130 engines. This upgrade is expected to improve fuel efficiency, reliability, and reduce maintenance costs. The engine replacement is part of a broader $12.4 billion modernization effort that includes updates to the aircraft's radar systems, communications, and other critical subsystems. Additionally, the B-52 is receiving a new radar system, the Raytheon AN/APG-79, which will significantly enhance its situational awareness and targeting capabilities. This new radar will require modifications to the aircraft's cooling systems and will be integrated into the bomber by 2027, with initial operational capability planned for the same year. These upgrades will be implemented in phases, with the first 2 test B-52s being modified starting in 2026. Full integration and testing of the new systems are expected to continue into the early 2030s, ensuring the B-52 remains operational and effective through 2050 and beyond. The B-2 Spirit is also undergoing several modernization initiatives. The U.S. Air Force has awarded Northrop Grumman a contract worth up to $7 billion for the ongoing sustainment and enhancement of the B-2 fleet. This contract covers various upgrades and improvements to maintain the bomber's capabilities. One significant upgrade is the integration of the Defensive Management System Modernization program, which will enhance the bomb's ability to detect and evade enemy air defenses. Another key upgrade for the B-2 is the addition of the multi-mission domain architecture, which allows for faster and more efficient updates to the aircraft's mission systems. This architecture supports rapid integration of new software and hardware, enhancing the B-2's connectivity and adaptability in modern battle scenarios. All these improvements will ensure that the bomber remains a formidable part of the U.S. fleet until it is eventually replaced by the U.S. new bomber, the B-21 Raider. The B-21 Raider is poised to be the next-generation stealth bomber designed to replace both the aging B-1 Lancer and the B-2 Spirit. Northrop Grumman is leading its development, aiming to deliver the first operational aircraft by the mid-2020s. The program is expected to cost around $203 billion over its lifetime, reflecting the significant investment required to maintain a credible and effective bomber force. The Raider will feature cutting-edge stealth capabilities that surpass those of current stealth bombers. Its design minimizes radar cross-section, infrared, acoustic, and electromagnetic signatures, making it exceedingly difficult for enemy defenses to detect and engage. In addition to its stealth, the B-21 is designed for versatility. It will be capable of performing a variety of missions, including long-range strikes, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and electronic attacks. The Raider will have an extended range, allowing it to strike targets anywhere in the world from bases in the continental United States. It will be equipped to carry a diverse array of munitions, including advanced precision-guided munitions and next-generation nuclear weapons. This payload capacity ensures it can deliver powerful strikes with high accuracy, meeting both strategic and tactical needs. Integration with advanced networks is another critical feature. It will operate within the Advanced Battle Management System and the Joint All-Domain Command and Control Network, allowing it to seamlessly share data and coordinate with other military assets. This enhances situational awareness and operational effectiveness. While primarily designed for manned missions, the B-21 has the potential for unmanned operations in the future. This capability could allow for a broader range of mission profiles and reduced risk to personnel. Sustainability and cost efficiency are also key considerations in its design. Northrop Grumman is incorporating modular maintenance and upgrades to reduce lifecycle costs. This approach ensures the bomber remains capable and cost-effective throughout its service life. The B-21 program emphasizes rapid prototyping and testing to accelerate its development timeline. The bomber is currently undergoing rigorous testing to meet the U.S. Air Force's high standards, primarily at Edwards Air Force Base in California. Following its formal unveiling in December 2022, the Raider began flight testing, which includes ground testing, taxiing, and flying operations. The program has progressed well, with multiple successful test flights reported throughout 2023 and 2024. Alongside the bombers, the U.S. is developing new weapons to enhance its nuclear capabilities. One such weapon is the AGM-181A Long-Range Standoff Missile, or LRSO. This missile will equip both the B-21 Raider and B-52 Stratofortress bombers with a modern, stealthy cruise missile capable of penetrating advanced air defenses. The LRSO is designed to replace the aging AGM-86B ALCM, which has been in service for over 40 years. Its primary function is to deliver nuclear warheads over long distances while evading even the most sophisticated air defense systems. This extended range increases the flexibility and effectiveness of potential strikes, particularly enhancing the B-52's role in the airborne leg of the Nuclear Triad by allowing it to launch nuclear weapons from well outside the reach of enemy air defenses or most combat air patrols. Secrecy surrounds many details of the LRSO. However, it is believed to incorporate stealthy design elements, making it difficult for radars and other detection systems to track, which enhances the missile's survivability and ensures it can reach its intended targets. This program represents a significant modernization effort. Raytheon Technologies, which won the development contract over Lockheed Martin in 2021, is spearheading this initiative. The LRSO entered the engineering, manufacturing, and development phase in the same year. The critical design review has been completed, and a production decision is expected in 2027. The missile is anticipated to achieve initial operational capability by 2030, effectively replacing the retiring ALCMs. The U.S. Air Force reported that the LRSO program achieved at least 9 successful test flights as of 2022, including a major test in October 2022, which involved a free flight with all the missile's main systems functioning. The Air Force confirmed that it meets or exceeds all key performance goals. The estimated cost of the program is approximately $14 million per missile, with the Air Force planning to build 1,087 missiles, bringing the total program cost to about $14.1 billion. This cost covers not just the missiles, but also the necessary ancillary equipment, warhead support, and field trainers required for the initial nuclear surety inspection before the weapon system's deployment. The timeline for full deployment hinges not only on the LRSO's development, but also on the completion of the W-84 nuclear warhead program, which is slated to be integrated with the missile. The W-84 Life Extension Program, or LEP, is designed to extend the service life of the W-81 warhead by refurbishing aging components and incorporating modern technology. This ensures that the warhead remains safe, secure, and reliable for decades to come. The W-84 will include modern components and safety features, such as the use of insensitive high explosives and non-nuclear component technology, making the warhead safer to handle and store. The program has passed several critical milestones, including the preliminary design review and the transition to Phase 6.4, which is the production engineering phase. The first production unit of the W-84 is scheduled for completion in September 2027, aligning with the initial and final operational capability dates for the LRSO missile. Another significant development is the B-6112 nuclear bomb, the latest variant in the B-61 family of air-launched nuclear gravity bombs, which have been operational since the 1960s. This modernized bomb aims to consolidate and replace several older variants, improving safety, reliability, and effectiveness. The B-6112 incorporates a guided tail kit, which significantly enhances its accuracy compared to previous models. This tail kit provides the bomb with a limited standoff capability, allowing it to be deployed from various altitudes and distances while maintaining precision targeting. Its enhanced accuracy and reduced yield variability allow for more strategic use with less collateral damage compared to older high-yield bombs. The bomb's variable yield ranges from 0.3 to 50 kilotons, making it suitable for a wide range of tactical and strategic missions. The B-6112 is designed to be operational with the B-2 Spirit and will later be integrated with the B-21 Raider and several fighter bomber jets, like the F-15E, the F-16CD, and the F-35, enhancing the flexibility of U.S. nuclear forces. The program, which includes updating both the bomb and its delivery systems, is expected to cost between $8 and $10 billion. Its development is part of a comprehensive life extension program managed by the National Nuclear Security Administration, or NNSA, and the U.S. Air Force. This program aims to refurbish and replace aging components of the existing B-61 variants, extending their service life by at least 20 years. The first production unit of the B-6112 was completed in November 2021, and by 2023, half of the planned B-6112 bombs had been produced. Besides the B-6112, in October 2023, the Department of Defense announced the development of another nuclear gravity bomb, designated as the B-6113. This decision stemmed from the 2022 Nuclear Posture Review, aiming to provide the U.S. with additional options against certain harder and large-area military targets, according to a Pentagon fact sheet. It will build on the ongoing B-61-12 life extension program, incorporating modern safety, security, and accuracy features. The B-61-13 will have a yield similar to the B-61-7, which has a maximum yield of 360 kilotons, making it the most powerful of the B-61 variants. Budget documents estimate the development cost of the bomb at $92 million over the next 4 years. This program is part of a broader $5.14 billion request for the National Nuclear Security Administration's weapons activities in fiscal year 2025. Technically, the B-61-12 and B-61-13 are not entirely new weapons, but rather updates that utilize warheads from older bombs placed in new housings. The exact number of B-61-13 bombs to be produced has not been disclosed. However, a Defense Department fact sheet stated that the number of B-61-12 bombs planned for production will be reduced by the same amount as the number of B-61-13 bombs produced. Now, we've arrived at the final leg of the triad, the sea-based component. Submarine-launched ballistic missiles, or SLBMs, are nuclear missiles launched from submarines. This sea-based leg of the nuclear triad provides a stealthy and highly survivable platform for delivering nuclear strikes. SLBMs offer several advantages, including their ability to remain hidden underwater, making them difficult to detect and target. This ensures a credible second strike capability, allowing the U.S. to retaliate even if other parts of the triad are compromised. The U.S. Navy operates a fleet of 14 Ohio-class ballistic missile submarines. These submarines are strategically stationed to cover different parts of the globe, ensuring that a portion of the fleet is always on patrol and ready to respond to any nuclear threat. Typically, they operate out of naval bases in Kings Bay, Georgia, and Bangor, Washington. Each submarine is 560 feet long and has a submerged displacement of 18,750 tons. Powered by a nuclear reactor, they have virtually unlimited range and endurance, allowing them to remain submerged and undetected for extended periods. The Ohio class is equipped with advanced sonar and stealth technologies to enhance their survivability and effectiveness. The submarines can carry up to 24 Trident II D5 missiles, although they currently deploy with 20 due to arms control agreements. The Trident II D5 SLBM is among the most powerful weapons in America's nuclear arsenal. Each missile can carry either W-76 or W-88 warheads, with the latter having a yield of 475 kilotons. The three-stage Trident II travels at speeds exceeding 18,000 miles per hour, has a range of over 7,500 miles, and can reach its targets in about 15 minutes. Each warhead is delivered using multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, allowing a single missile to hit multiple targets. Approximately 70% of U.S. nuclear warheads are deployed on submarines, underscoring the strategic importance of the Trident II D5. To ensure the continued effectiveness of the sea leg of the nuclear triad, the U.S. is developing new submarines and missiles. Starting with the submarines, the new Columbia-class submarines are set to replace the aging Ohio-class. These new submarines are designed to be larger and more advanced than their predecessors. Each of them is approximately 560 feet long with a displacement of nearly 21,000 tons. They will feature several technological advancements aimed at enhancing their stealth, survivability, and operational effectiveness. One of the most significant improvements is the transition to an electric drive propulsion system. This system is expected to be quieter than traditional mechanical drive systems, reducing the submarine's acoustic signature and making it harder to detect. The electric propulsion will be powered by a nuclear reactor, which generates electricity for the propulsion motors and other onboard systems. The Columbia-class will also incorporate the Submarine Warfare Federated Tactical System, which integrates sonar, optical imaging, and weapons control systems to enhance situational awareness and combat effectiveness. Designed for a 42-year service life without needing a nuclear refueling overhaul, these submarines will ensure sustained operational readiness and cost-effectiveness over their life cycle. The Columbia-class program is the U.S. Navy's top acquisition priority, with a total estimated investment of $132 billion for the procurement of 12 submarines. The first submarine's procurement cost is projected at about $15.2 billion, reflecting the inclusion of most detailed design, non-recurring engineering costs. Subsequent submarines will cost approximately $9.3 billion each. The program faces several significant challenges. It has encountered delays due to design, material, and quality issues. These delays have required additional resources and staffing to mitigate, affecting the concurrent construction of Virginia-class attack submarines. Additionally, the vast supply chain for the program involves over 5,000 suppliers, many of which face readiness and quality problems. The supply base is roughly 70% smaller than in previous shipbuilding periods, leading to increased reliance on sole-source suppliers. Despite these challenges, the program remains a top priority for the U.S. Navy. Full construction began on schedule despite COVID-19 disruptions, and advanced cash payments to suppliers have been made to ensure they meet their financial obligations. The first Columbia-class submarine, the USS District of Columbia, is expected to enter service in 2031, with full operational capability by the 2040s. Moving to missiles, the Trident II D5 is undergoing a life extension program to keep it operational into the 2040s. The LEP includes upgrades to the missile's guidance system and propulsion to maintain its reliability and accuracy. Northrop Grumman, under a contract from Lockheed Martin, manufactures the solid propulsion motor systems for all three stages of the Trident II missile. The LEP aims to modernize and digitize its manufacturing processes, enhancing efficiency and supporting sustained production for future demand. This program ensures the missile will remain effective for the lifespan of the new Columbia-class submarines, which are expected to remain in service until 2083. The Trident II D5 LEP is another significant investment, with an estimated cost of around $700 million over 6 years to extend the missile's service life. The modernization of the U.S. Nuclear Triad is crucial for maintaining a credible deterrent amid evolving global threats. Advances in ICBMs, strategic bombers, and SLBMs ensure that the U.S. can effectively respond to nuclear aggression, reinforcing the principles of MAD. However, future challenges in nuclear deterrence will likely grow with technological advancements and geopolitical tensions. The U.S. must remain vigilant and proactive in its strategic planning. Policy and diplomacy are essential for managing nuclear risks. Arms control treaties like the New START Treaty limit nuclear weapons and promote transparency between nuclear-armed states. Yet, the current status of these treaties is uncertain, with recent suspensions and withdrawals heightening the risk of an arms race. Diplomatic efforts should focus on renewing and reinforcing these agreements to reduce nuclear conflict threats. As global threats evolve, so too must the strategies and capabilities that safeguard national security. Continued vigilance and strategic planning are imperative.